You ever been on a team with a brilliant strategy, a really clear vision for the future, but then somewhere along the way, that vision just gets lost? The day-to-day work never seems to quite connect with that big picture? Well, today we're diving into a framework designed to solve that exact problem, to bridge that super frustrating gap between having a strategy and actually making it happen. All right, let's just kick things off with a number that should really get your attention. Organizations that are leaders in strategic execution, and by that I mean they are excellent at turning plans into results, are 1.6 times more likely to blow past their financial goals. I mean, that's not a small advantage. That is a massive performance gap. And this quote, this just gets right to the heart of it. It's so true, isn't it? It's rarely the quality of the strategy that's the problem. The real challenge, the thing that causes all those missed objectives and wasted effort, is the failure to connect that high-level intention to the everyday actions of your team. So, here's our game plan for today. We're going to start by really digging into that strategy-to-action gap. Then, we'll introduce the 360-degree diagnostic that's designed to fix it. We'll break down the 5 dimensions it measures, figure out what your company's unique persona might be, and then finally, map out a clear path to real improvement. Okay, first up, the strategy to action gap. This is a challenge that honestly almost every organization faces in some way. But just recognizing the symptoms, that's the crucial first step toward actually doing something about it. So does any of this sound familiar? You're hitting the end of the quarter, you look up and realize key objectives were missed again. Or maybe teams are pulling in totally different directions because priorities just aren't clear. Information gets trapped in departmental silos, and you can just feel the wasted energy and resources. Look, these aren't just isolated problems, they're all symptoms of a systemic disconnect. So, if those are the symptoms, how do you diagnose the root cause, right? How do you move from just feeling like there's a problem to systematically fixing it? This is where we have to shift from pure guesswork to a more structured diagnostic approach. And that's where something like the SEM360 diagnostic comes in. It's a tool built for this exact purpose, to give leaders a clear, objective look at how well their organization is translating those big ideas into tangible outcomes. Really, it's all about creating the alignment, the accountability, and the agility you need to actually win. Now, the key idea here, and this is so important, is creating a common language. So often, different leaders have different gut feelings about what's working and what's not. This tool replaces all those assumptions with a shared data-driven framework. It lets the entire leadership team have a really productive conversation about where to actually focus their energy and their money. So how does it actually work? Well, the diagnostic breaks down this huge complex idea of strategic execution into 5 clear, measurable dimensions. These are the real building blocks. It's really helpful to understand that these dimensions fall into 2 categories. Think of it like building a house. The fundamental dimensions, that's your non-negotiable concrete foundation. You have to get these right first. Then, the amplifier dimensions are like the advanced systems, the smart wiring, the automation that you add once that core structure is solid. They're what allow you to truly scale and thrive. And here they are. Your 3 fundamentals are align, execute, and improve. That's basically get everyone on the same page, take disciplined action, and learn as you go. Simple, right? Once that foundation is strong, you layer on the 2 amplifiers. Scale, which is all about creating repeatable systems for growth, and empower, which is giving your teams the autonomy and data to make great decisions on their own. Together, they give you that full 360-degree view. Okay, now this is where the diagnostic gets really interesting. It goes way beyond just spitting out a simple score. By identifying your organization's unique persona, it gives you personalized insights that are immediately actionable. And getting to these insights is surprisingly easy. The assessment itself is just 35 questions, and it takes leaders about 10 minutes to finish. It's a tiny investment of time for what is a massive return in clarity. So the final report you get back is packed with information. You don't just get an overall score. You get to see how you stack up against your peers around the world. It identifies your company's unique persona. It highlights what you're already great at, and it pinpoints the key areas you need to focus on to unlock that next level of growth. Let's look at an example just to make this real. So take the strategic visionary. This kind of organization is fantastic at setting a clear, compelling direction. Everyone knows where they're going, but their blind spot? A lack of disciplined follow-up. They just don't have those regular checkpoints to make sure the vision is actually turning into reality. You see how powerful that is? It's not just a score, it's a story about your company's collective habits. And the strategic visionary is just one of 6 core personas that the diagnostic can identify. You might be a delivery dynamo, amazing at getting things done, but maybe lacking a clear strategic direction. Or you could be a strategic execution leader who's really firing on all cylinders. Each persona gives you a simple but powerful shorthand to understand your organization's habits, both the good and the not so good. Look, understanding your score and knowing your persona is a fantastic start, but it really is just that, a start. The real value comes from turning that diagnosis into a focused plan of action. And this makes a really crucial point. Data alone doesn't create change. The report gives you the what, but turning it into an improvement plan, that requires the how. And that's where a deeper dive, usually with some expert guidance, helps you connect the dots and build a realistic plan. So the process to get there is really simple and powerful. Step 1, you complete the quick online diagnostic. Step 2, you get your detailed report back. And step 3, the final and most critical step, is the expert debriefing, a session that's designed to help you turn all those insights into a focused, concrete plan of action. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Based on everything we've just talked about, what do you think your organization's strategic persona might be? Are you a visionary, a dynamo, something else entirely? Just reflecting on that, well, that's the first step on the path from simply having a strategy to truly achieving it.